Hi, everybody. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. I am so glad you took a few minutes out of your evening to listen and find out I've been talking about. And my name is Brittnay Janz, and I used to struggle with digestive issues. So when I first tried the infamous pink drink years ago from my sister, I really didn't understand what it was about. So I took it and was pleasantly surprised that I enjoyed the taste a lot. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I like this. And then I just kind of stopped it. And several years went by, and I was still having digestive issues. I was still struggling. I would be on the floor sometimes, just in discomfort. I would have to have my husband go get me something from the pharmacy just to be able to get things moving. It was kind of embarrassing. It was painful. It was uncomfortable. And this seemed to be happening every so often, and I couldn't quite pinpoint what it would trigger. But a lot of times when I would go on a trip, or younger when I was on a missions trip, something would it's like my stomach would have its own anxiety trip. And with that anxiety, its own anxiety and panic, it would just trigger everything to just kind of get completely stopped up. And it was just so uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? There needs to be a change. I must be missing something. And so I was reached out to a friend. We were talking about something completely unrelated. I saw that she did it, and I was like, okay, tell me about this. And she did. And so I started trying it. I took it consistently, and it cleared up. I have not had a single issue the way I used to ever since. And I've been doing this for about a year and a half consistently. And it's been the biggest game changer. I got my husband on it, and he was the biggest skeptic. He was like, okay, you're just going to shove something down my throat, and okay, I'll humor you. He's been my biggest supporter, which is fantastic. But in his brain, he was like, I don't know what you're doing. He had always been self-conscious about some bloating going on in his stomach, and sensitivity to different things he would eat, like sandwiches that the ladies would bring on Wednesday night to church. He would try eating those, and he would always be discomforted by that. Cayenne has always been his biggest struggle. And so as he was starting to take these products consistently, he started noticing some things. And I was like, hey, babe, you ate those sandwiches that Wednesday night and you didn't complain about it this time. And he was like, you've got to be kidding me. I did. And I was like, And he was like, okay, wait a minute. He was like, I'm not completely convinced. And I was like, are you though? And as he keeps taking it, he is seeing that he is able to tolerate some different foods better. The bloating in his stomach went down completely, which was his biggest discomfort. And just the health results that both of us have seen have been astronomically different, and it's been fantastic. And now he tells everybody, and he is like, I was the biggest skeptic, but now like it really works. So like if you want to balance out your blood sugar, do this. And it's been so great to watch him be excited. And he'll talk about, oh, I feel whatever. And I'm like, have you had your pink drink today? And he'll be like, no, I need to go take it. So this can absolutely change your life. And so what is Plexus? Okay, you're probably here for one of two reasons. You're probably here because you have something that's going on in your health that you want to see changed. There is a financial burden on you, and you were told that there is a potential to make money. And maybe you're here for both of those things. And I'm so glad you are. So Plexus is a privately owned company that has been here for over 17 years. We are completely debt free, and we are probably the OG gut health company. And even though we actually started out as a breast health company, they would do breast health checks. We have now blossomed into so many more aspects of our health. All of our products are plant-based. They're all natural. There's no gluten. There's no GMOs. Everything is made in the United States. And we come with high ratings, not just from people within our organization. These are people outside of our organizations, our customers, that have given us an A+ rating. And so we have a highly acclaimed medical board. I actually got to listen in on one of our doctors over the summer as in live person, and he was just amazing. And so everything that we do is third-party tested. It is the best products, and they are designed to work because our medical team and our owners have thought this through with your best interest at heart. And this is my friend Linnea, who struggled with her weight, even though she was an athlete. She runs a volleyball program, and even though she is super active, she just couldn't quite get the weight off like she was wanting to. And she was slamming Red Bulls like no tomorrow. And so after she started Plexus, she started realizing that her inflammation went down. She was suddenly dropping the weight that she had always wanted to go away. And she no longer takes the Red Bulls because Plexus offers an alternative to an energy drink. And Seneca, you can see just the smile difference in her, the way she's absolutely glowing. She used to be an emotional eater. I had the privilege of meeting Seneca over the summer, and we were on our way to a party. And I was sitting on the bus next to her, and she just started sharing that the food just used to consume her. There was a lot of just food noise where she wanted to go grab snacks. She was an emotional eater. And when she started Plexus, and specifically the reset, she found that she got control over her life. Food did not have the power over her. She had the power over her food. She was able to drop the weight, which gave her confidence. It gave her the glow. It gave her the boost. And she is just doing fantastic. And you can just see the difference in that and how she's able to show up now for her family and be a caregiver. She is just amazing. And it's so fantastic to be around her. So what do we actually offer? Okay, so Plexus offers gut health for not only just adults, it also offers it for kids. So the whole family can be involved. And we also have general nutrition, or if you're looking for just an active lifestyle. So maybe you go to the gym, maybe you're really into sports or running. A lot of the drinks that you'll find have some really bad ingredients or some really processed sugars, and we offer a better alternative with no dyes, no artificial ingredients. And we also offer weight management. This is not a quick fix. I will never tell you this is a quick fix. This is a healthy lifestyle that you're going to need to be consistent with, and over time, you'll be able to see differences. But because your body has maybe had years worth of bad things put into it, it may take a while for those bad things to reverse itself by getting into this. And so even though we're not going to say, hey, you could lose 5 pounds tomorrow, you can if you do our reset, which I'll get to. But this has to be a long-term and consistent. So we offer immune support, and then we have an amazing skin health line too. So even if you're just looking for, to clear out some bottles in your cabinet and be like, I don't have time for a 10-step health routine. Neither do I. Our skincare is just a couple of products that you take in the morning and at night, and the skin that you see clear up, the everything is just amazing. And we even have the eye cream, so you'll start seeing a difference in like your under eyes and the bags and everything to go away there. So the skin health line is just amazing. I love it. And again, as I said, everything is all natural, plant-based, non-GMO, and gluten-free. So as the famous pink drink has come a long way from our original, you'll see that we actually offer different flavors, and they kind of change in color. So you'll see that the sweet tea, even though it's considered our pink drink, is more of a brown tea color. All right. So even though we call it the pink drink, it's really just two different aspects. One is what we call microbiome activating. And what that does is a prebiotic, okay? And so that helps with blood sugar balance. It also pairs with 2 supplements that I'll get to, and it will help with your weight management, hormone balance. It'll help with the gut and digestive issues. You'll start to see your immunity, you'll sleep better, and inflammation, puffiness, all that will start to decrease. Now, we have one called the hunger control, and you can see from the graphics there that the only difference is that we have extra fiber in the hunger control. And what the hunger control is designed to do is help stimulate your GLP-1, which is a natural hormone. It's not put into your body actually makes it. And what that does is help you feel full. So when you feel full, you're actually not going to make poor choices in food. You're not going to overindulge. So even though we all love to enjoy the holiday foods right now, we don't have to go overboard and just constantly reach for a snack or reach for that third or fourth plate, because on these supplements, your body's going, oh, I have the food I need for fuel, but now I don't have to overindulge because I'm going to feel full because of the hunger control. And the extra fiber just helps keep moving everything along and get rid of any extra toxins or any kind of overgrowth in yeast and move all those out. And so what we like to start people out with is our triplex. The triplex is just 3 simple products. It's the Slim, either one that I just talked about. And then we have a ProBio 5, which is a probiotic. And what that does is put a good gut bacteria or good bacteria back into your gut. And it has enzymes that help restore those good bacteria. And so once they reach your gut, and this is what the cool part about this one is, most of the ones are already dead on the shelf. Okay. So even if I thought I could go to the grocery store or the pharmacy and grab a probiotic off the shelf, they're probably already dead. Okay. The cool part about ours is they're freeze dried, which means they don't actually activate until they get inside you where they're supposed to be. And then they start doing their job inside once it reaches your gut. And the BioCleanse is another supplement that we take alongside this, which is magnesium. That's the main thing that's in it. So don't think of it this as a cleanse, like, oh my word, I'm going to be in the toilet for hours on end. No, it's a gentle help moving all those toxins out gently as your good bacteria is taking over. They're like, okay, we don't need all these toxins. We don't need all this overgrowth. We're going to just move that along. And so it doesn't stay there, because once it stays there, it creates that bloating, it creates that extra gas, it creates that inflammation. And that's what we are trying to get you back into a normal range. And that's what this does. So blood sugar balancing and reducing all of those toxins, which reduce inflammation, help you sleep better. If we didn't start you out on the triplex, we might start you out on our Simplicity set, which is super big right now. And I'm actually taking this one because it's super cool. I like taking all 3 of these products all at once right before dinner. And I'll take them probably about an hour to 30 minutes before dinner. The Restore is our herbal tea detox of the liver on a cellular level. And the Balance, you can see there, will help make sure that it's taking those carbs and those sugars and your body's not just storing onto them. And the Hunger Control, just like I mentioned with the pink drink, is what your body is going to help feel full so you don't overindulge in your dinner. And even if you just wanted to take the Hunger Control and the Balance together and then sip on the Restore, because it's an herbal tea blend, as a hot drink at night, that could totally work too. However it's going to work into your schedule, we come alongside you and we help fit your needs into your products. Basically, we fit your products into how your day is going to go. And so as you decide to join us, the person that signs you up becomes your sponsor. And that means they're your biggest cheerleader. They come alongside you and they help encourage you and they show you what the best way to take these products are. And you might find that in order to restart or reboot and readjust your body, you might want to start with a 3-day reset, which is what I did. When I came back to Plexus consistently, I actually started with the 3-day reset. And what that is a nutritionally fueled fast. And this is designed to give your body a break from actually eating any kind of food. And your body is going to kind of just do a reset. It's going to do a reboot, and it's going to do like a detoxing deep clean. And as it's going to start moving those stuff out, you're still getting protein, which helps you feel full, so you're not hungry. And it gives you the fuel you need, so you're not super unenergized. And it promotes a healthier metabolism. And that is a great way to start before you start taking all of your other products consistently, whether it's the whether it's the Simplicity set or the triplex. And this has been, I'm actually on day 3 right now. And you can see that most people that do them will lose anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds. I think the first time I did it, I lost 9. And I think I lost 6 the second time I did it. So it just allows your body to eat, instead of going for those carbs and those sugars, it's actually going to start penetrating and eating the stored fat. And so you actually lose weight. Some people are like, oh, it's just water weight. No, because you're eating or drinking your way through the day. Each little box comes with which day you're supposed to be taking the products. It gives you a little helpful guide about when to take the products, so you just stay consistently. And I love check boxes, so it's real fun to check through all the boxes and make sure that you're taking them consistently. And you'll see inches go down. You'll see that inflammation go down, because your body is going, wait a minute, there's no more sugar. I'm not eating anything that has sugar, which is quick fuel. So now I need to find something to burn. Oh, look, there's stubborn fat, right? And that's what the reset was designed to do. So you could see potentially some weight loss there, but you've got to maintain it. So that is a great stepping stone. Okay. It may look like a quick fix, but the way to keep it off is to be consistent and to keep going into healthy habits. And then if you're not here for any kind of gut health, you're like, oh, maybe I got a good one. We'll talk about that later. Maybe again, you're just here for skin health, and we've got a great one. Like I mentioned, there's just a few products that you take in the morning and at night, and I absolutely love these. So if you have any more questions on that, I'd be happy to answer any of those for you and show you what they do, because these are just fantastic. And I don't have time. I am a get up in the morning right before I have to walk out the door for work, and I don't have time for a lot of beauty products at the beginning of the day or at the end either, because I'm usually tired. And then, like I mentioned, we have a kids version, which is great for your kids. So the whole family can be a part of this, and it supports their growing. So you're basically setting up their future. You're setting up good habits now. You're building a healthy habit building, also building up their immune system. You're also building them up to get them into a healthy lifestyle early on, because all of our food right now is not the way it was 50 years ago. So we're being constantly fought on all aspects. And so this just helps them, especially if you've got cognitive development issues or ADHD or things like that. This might be able to help balance some of that out, or just being able to go to the restroom. A lot of kids have hard time. I did as a kid, and it's almost difficult for them to say what's going on. Sometimes they have a hard time just even telling what's going on. You're just like, I just can't go. And then having to find out what's wrong with them and figure out where you should go, this could be the answer for you, because this will help make sure that everything moves properly. And I heard one kid say that it tastes like sweet tarts. So they're actually really delicious, and the kids will love them, and they think they're eating candy. Real quickly, I want to talk about a couple of my other favorites. The one I mentioned about if you have an active lifestyle, you can see at the bottom of the corner there is the better alternative. I love this. I'm not one for energy drinks, but by the time I hit that 2:00 mark and my last class of the day, I'm starting to tank in my energy and I need a boost. And so this is clean energy. You will not find any kind of crashes or sugary crashes at the end of the night, or any kind of jitters, or just like wired and then bam, you're asleep. Okay, this is natural clean energy. And it's great because there's no dyes, no artificial ingredients, and it's a better swap to some of the artificial energy drinks that you're going to find. The second one next to it, the Hydrate, this is the better swap to an electrolyte drink. So if you're in sports, if your kids are in sports, if you're a person that loves to work out, this is great first thing in the morning when you're dehydrated, or it's great after a workout to replenish your body into electrolytes, minerals, and antioxidants. And that's one of my absolute favorites. I've got some more favorites too, and I would be happy to share about those as well. But the second part you came here for was, okay, so if I start taking these products, is there a way to make money? There actually is. And I'm so glad you asked that. So as you sign up and you're going to start taking these products consistently, you're going to notice that people are going to start asking you what you're doing. And even if they don't, that's okay. All right. Because you're going to share out of the love, the fact that you have found something that works for you, which is why we're all here and we share, is you're going to want to share with other people, because so many people out there have problems. And when they start telling you about that, you're like, hey, I've got something that worked for me, because we have a similar issue. And so many people out there think that that's normal, that they have to go through that, that they just have to deal with that. And we're here to tell you that no, you can totally have a normal, not that normal. You can totally reverse that and feel better and have the better sleep, and you don't have to go through days in a brain fog. And so as you joined, you will have a referral link, and that's just your first and last name, so don't let that trip you up. So what that's going to do is allow you to share with other people. And I'm an introvert. Okay. So if you think that you don't have a great following, you don't think you can do this, you're not great at posting, that's okay. I'm not either. I don't have a great following. I'm not an influencer, as they say. Okay, so we want to come alongside you. We have multiple groups and chats, and we have your sponsors. When you sign up under somebody, that person is going to come alongside you for a little bit as you figure it out and start sharing with other people. And we are your biggest fans. We are the biggest supporters. And I've met so many cool people, y'all. People that are now my friends, and I love the community, the encouragement, the support, how we cheer each other on. And you can see right there, if you just bring along your bestie and be like, hey, I don't know what this is about, but you're going to do it with me, right? And if you do that and they sign up with the exact same product, whether it's the triplex or the simplicity set or a combo we completely put together for you, then you'll earn $45. And you can just see it just starts to snowball. So you don't have to know a lot of people. You just have to tell 3 people, because those 3 people have 3 people they know. And each of those people have people they know. And that's why it's called the starburst pattern. Okay. And that is how we explode in our business. Is I don't have to know 500 people. I just have to know 3 people that want to help 3 other people. And those 3 people want to help 3 other people. And as you do that, then you're going to see that you actually get compensation for that. So you don't have to keep any inventory on hand, because I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's order. I don't have time to go to the post office every day, and neither do you. So you don't have to take care of anybody's shipments. You don't have to take care of their products. You don't have to remember if they ordered or not. You can keep in contact with them as your customer, and you can service them well, ask if they have any questions, and just make sure that they're taken care of, but you don't actually have to ship out. We do that in Plexus, like the Plexus warehouse does that. And so you can work from anywhere. The beauty about this business is that you can work from your phone, and you don't have to be tied to a desk and a computer. Okay. So you can make this work around your schedule and your lifestyle. And because gut health is the hot topic right now, there's always going to be a demand. There is always going to be some issue that somebody wants to get better. They want a better version to an energy drink. They want to see some weight loss. They want a community where they felt heard and encouraged. And maybe they just want to add 5,000 steps to their routine, and they just want a walking partner, and they jump on there and they get some products and they start feeling better. Okay. And we have something that's not a luxury, because they're spending the money somewhere. So think of this as an investment in your business. You're investing in your health so that you can show up better for your family. And then you get other people to do the same, and you get compensated for that. And there's no cap. Like, you can make more than the person that brought you into this. And so you don't have to be tied down into a normal, a normal job would tie you down, 9 to 5, and that's as much money as you can make. There is no limit, because there is always somebody that is looking for something. And so what would some extra income look like and mean for you? You can see our different ranks, and I'd be happy to talk more about this with you and what that could look like for you, because there is no end. People are spending the money somewhere, whether it's on Starbucks or going to the doctor because they are sick. So why not spend the money with you and actually see changes in their health for the better? So whoever invited you here tonight, connect with them, message them, be like, okay, I want to know a little bit more. And we would be happy to tell you even more than I could fit into this little call. And once you start a welcome pack that works for you, the combo, whether it's the triplex or the simplicity set, or if it's even just a combo that we fit that fits you and customize it. And then grab a partner and let's jump in and get excited, because you will see the income if you put in the work, and you will see people change for the better. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Talk to you soon.